Yeah, the defensive end, senior letterman Mike Bannig, number 52, did a good job of pursuing the ball carrier and just held on. It appears the official is going to call for a measurement. Well, we got a chance, Dave. How about if I just recognize the officials down here? Of course, I am one of the members of the board, and if I don't,
they'll kill you.
I'll never hear the end of it at the meeting next Wednesday. The referee on today's game is Chuck Taskeline. He's about a 23-year veteran. Umpire Bobby Henderson. Working the wings is Nick Armorcheck and Bill Folks, and the back judge is my good friend Doug Costain.
And as always, they do a fine job. And like I said on a broadcast a couple weeks ago, I was just getting on them a little bit, but I made sure I let everybody know, you know, it is tough out there, and these guys do one heck of a job.
Hey, Dave, I'll be honest, I laughed harder than anybody when you said if the referee had one eye, he'd be a cyclops. Hey, if you don't have a little bit of thick skin, you shouldn't step on the field and strike.
There's no doubt about that.
But
got a little artwork down here.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats, I'll tell you, like I said, there's a lot of optimism, and I know the Edison fans have come out in full force today.
4th down and 1, huge play here. Abdallah to Leak, and I believe second effort's going to get it for him.
I'll tell you, I like this young man.
I do too.
Only a junior, 150 pounds. That's a little bit undersized for a high school running back, but I'll tell you, he can take the ball north and south, and he showed some ability there to get that extra yardage and pick up the big first down.
Well, as you know, the size of the heart overcomes any kind of physical size, I'll tell you that. And he's a hard runner. Looks like he puts 110% into everything.
Well, Dave, that's what I love about high school football. Kids that weigh 140, 150, they get a chance to show their wares, and they can be all-star performers.
Abdallah with the fake, and he is going down.
Yeah.
Aaron Chirpus.
Yeah, big Chirp, number 77. He's a 6'1", 235-pound junior, and he met Mr. Abdallah head-on.
So the clock is ticking. We're under 1 minute to go in the first half. Bellaire up 7-0. Loss of 6 brings up second down 16 from the 37-yard line of the Big Reds.
Yeah, I think the immediate concern right now for the Wildcats is to pick up this first down. The clock is becoming a factor, but they need to pick up those 15 yards, get the first down, move the sticks.
Abdallah, he's got a man open in the flat. Lacondas, give him 5 to 10 for grand theft. He comes out of nowhere with the pick.
Well, Clint, you know, we haven't mentioned his name too much today, but he was a starter last year as a sophomore on that outstanding team, and he possesses great speed. If there is one outstanding quality of the Big Reds, they possess more team speed than they've ever had, Dave.
Laconda showed it there because it looked like he was beaten, but it almost was like he was faking Abdallah. You know, he was just sitting back waiting for his time, and he picked it.
Speaking of a defensive back closing on the play, how about Eddie Drummond last night on that broadcast? Just unbelievable, but Clint showed the same thing there. Great closing, come up with a big interception.
Bellaire takes over, 32 seconds left. Massarelli's going to go up top, and he's going deep. Ben Taylor broken up, though. Broken up by Corey Miller. No flags. Looked like a little bit of a push there by Taylor.
Yeah, if there's anything, it might have been on the offense, but I think that was a good no call by the official. And once again, 32 seconds to go, ball out around your own 45-yard line. A lot of teams will be content just to kneel on it, go in and take the halftime, but not Bellaire. Anywhere on the field, they're going to make an attempt to score. We see the replay here, Ben Taylor running down the field. It's a little bit out of our vision here, but nice job of delivering the ball. A little bit of contact. I believe it was incidental.
Here we go in. Middle screen to Taylor. He's tripped up early by Leak.
Well, with only 17 seconds to go in the half, Bellaire's going to call a timeout, but once again, the Big Red coaching staff wants to get the ball in the hands of Ben Taylor. Nice job with the middle screen, but Edison did a great job of closing on the play.
Tell you what, Bear, we got to take a vote here between you and Anthony and myself. Leak's having a good game. Are we allowed to call him Leaky now? Because, you know, that's his nickname, and since I almost feel like I know the guy since I've been calling his name so much. What do you think?
I'll tell you what, I know one thing. You will be calling his name because he's just an outstanding performer. And, you know, we knew last week he ran for a lot of yardage, 169 yards on 26 carries against Carrollton. But, you know, once again, he's a junior and just a fine football player.
I'll tell you what, let's check in with Mike Anthony down on the field again. Mike, you've been by the Edison bench. Coach Bain was fired up down there. Could you tell what he was saying or what he was talking about or what the general feelings are?
Well, Coach Bain sort of
hides his feelings underneath, I guess he sort of bends down. I mean, he talks with assistant coaches, but he bends down on both knees and gets near the ground, and if the ground could talk, boy, you would hear some things down there. But
there's some worms with a headache down there, huh?
He talks to the assistant coaches really close to the ground, and the way his veins pop out of his neck, you really can't tell what he's saying. I try to peek in on him, but I don't want to get too close to him because he gets a little upset, but he's a great guy.
Mike,
he's fired up.
Mike, is there a more intense coach in the Ohio Valley?
Maybe Dave Caesar, but they're running 1 and 2.
And then you have Broody from Morton's Ferry. A lot of intense guys. Bellaire back to the air, overthrown. I'll tell you what, though, I have the utmost respect for Greg Bain. Great guy. I followed him all the time when he was at Steubenville Catholic, won a state championship over there. Tremendous individual. You get what you see. I mean, he's a very honest guy, and you have to really appreciate that. And like I said, the utmost respect for Greg Bain and Mr. Magistro on the other side.
Well, Greg started as a defensive coordinator up at Catholic, and just Mr. Intensity, and that's carried over to his head coaching days. And yeah, he's been around this game for a while and just a great representative of high school football.
Bellaire back to the middle. Chaz Call would pick up a first down.
That's going to be close here. We're going to have to check the mark here, Dave. I think when he initially caught the ball, it was real close to stake, and we're going to mark it now, and it appears they're going to mark it just a little bit short. So it appears Edison. We're going to have a measurement here, but it's obviously short by about a yard. Referee's going to bring the sticks out just to let the crowd know, but it's about a yard short, and Edison's going to take over with just 5 ticks remaining on the clock.
What's your assessment of the first half so far?
I tell you, it's been a good, hard-hitting football game. Edison, unfortunately, has probably got the better of it, but Belaire's come up with the big plays when they're needed, and they're going to go into the halftime with a 7-0 margin.
Mike Anthony down there motioning to me. I believe he has something to say. That's a shock, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Something to say? Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, with 5 seconds to go, this half isn't over. We still haven't mentioned the name of Mike Pytash in a long time. He's Edison's main receiver. With 5 seconds to go, we'll see if they try to go up top to Pytash. You never know here. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if Coach Bain elects to air it out here with just 5 seconds to go.
Last play and a half, and he's not going to do it. He stays on the ground, and that's going to finish out the first half. Bonoski, the Buckster on the carry. Your first half is over, and I'll tell you what, Bellaire leads 7-0, but that score really does not tell the tale here. It has been an exciting first half, a lot of big plays, and I'll tell you what, if it's any indication of what's coming up in the second half, I can't wait. But right now we have halftime, and we are going to go to a break. Stay with us.